Now to a problem frustrating hundreds of thousands of families across the country. On Capitol Hill today, the House Higher Education Committee held hearings to examine the failed rollout of the new free application for federal student aid, also known as FAFSA. The rollout, what was supposed to be shorter, simpler, a different form, has been marred by delays and problems, disrupting college admissions deadlines for many students. Without usable forms, universities can't offer students aid.
The department estimates that 20% of the files that schools have are riddled with errors. And another 20% of the files on top of that, on average, don't have the numbers that the financial aid offices need to actually calculate any awards. That means 40% of the FAFSA files that schools have are not usable.
Drager went on to explain that students are not able to make corrections to their forms right now because the online feature that would allow them to fix any issues is not accessible yet.
So all those problems leave a lot of families in limbo without any idea how much financial aid they'll get, which adds stress to an already difficult process. CBS 2's Sabrina Franza digging into the impact on this for us. And Sabrina, anyone who's filled this FAFSA form out knows what's at stake. And now it's become sort of a costly waiting game for a lot of families.
It does. These families, these students, they feel like they're in limbo, having to make a decision on their future without having all of the necessary information. A very costly decision to make about how they'll fund the next 4 years of their lives. College is expensive. The FAFSA form, the free application for federal student aid, is supposed to help with that. Applicants are eligible for federal student aid, grants, work study funds, and loans.
It's very stressful because I already have acceptances from colleges, but I can't even say where I'm going to go because I really need to hear back from the financial aid to see if it's a possibility for me.
Its latest version, meant to be new and improved for the class of 2024, has become a nightmare for students like Jocelyn Ortiz, a senior at Jones College Prep whose dream is to go to Northeastern University and study law. She's still waiting on her financial aid package.
I was supposed to hear back, they said, the beginning of March. They were supposed to have everything processed, and then mid-March the financial award letters were supposed to go out, but I submitted my FAFSA January 2nd, and I still have not heard back. So I don't even know if my FAFSA has been processed.
The average cost of college tuition, fees, room and board has skyrocketed 155% between 1980 and 2023, according to the National Center for Education Statistics. The average cost of college in the U.S. is around $36,000 per year, including books, supplies, and other living expenses. That's according to the Education Data Initiative, an independent research group.
Because I see people in my school, they're already committed to their schools, they're excited, they're happy, they're looking forward to the next chapter in their lives, and that's what I feel like I should be feeling. I should be able to be celebrating where I'm going.
The U.S. Department of Education has blamed glitches for the delay, now citing ongoing issues with inconsistent tax data sent to schools. For students like Jocelyn, who would be the first in her family to go to college, this delay is also pushing back her American dream.
To me, being able to go to a university to close to nothing would be an absolute blessing and show that the sacrifices my parents have made their entire lives was actually worth it.
Jocelyn and other students are looking at a May 1st deadline to make their decisions. There are some schools, some colleges, universities that have extended their deadline 1 month to give students the chance to review their final financial aid packages. We're live in the control room. Sabrina Franza, CBS 2 News.
Thank you, Sabrina.